As you can see, I'm at the beach right now, and I couldn't be happier. And I'm actually making a video outside for once, so, yeah. Enjoy that while it lasts, because I'm gonna go back to my den of darkness soon enough. But that's beside the point. You came for today's video, which is some strange Mario theories. Now, in the world of Mario, it's a very whimsical universe, with lots of bright colors, happy music, and a lot of different environments that are usually pretty nice to look at. I mean, there's some that they could use some work, but that's just because they're the product of their time. I'm looking at you, Mario 64. Music was tight though in that. But have you ever stopped to think about the Mario games and of the entire universe? I mean, it doesn't make sense at all. Talking mushrooms, princesses being kidnapped by giant fire-breathing turtles. Like, is Mario on something? Might be. Well, we'll talk about that later. But in the Mario universe, not everything is how it seems. At least according to these theories. So let's just get on to it. The first theory is that Mario and the other characters are just actors in a play. Have you ever thought that everything in the Mario universe always works out for the good guys? That everything is just a little too convenient and always seems to follow a scripted path? Well, that's really most video games, but I digress. This theory states that Mario, all of his friends, family, and enemies are all just actors in various plays, depending on the game. Now, there are two pretty convincing examples of why this theory might be true. One example that you'll find most linked to this theory is Super Mario Bros. 3. Not only does each stage begin and end with curtains either going up or down, but at the end of each level, the character that you're controlling walks off stage. But what's really convincing is that all of the platforms seem to be bolted to the background. All in all, that's already convincing enough. But here's a second one that's a little less known, but is still some pretty solid evidence. Now, this example comes from the second entry in the Paper Mario series, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, for the GameCube, which just so happens to be my favorite game of all time, if you don't already know. Not only is each battle clearly on a stage, complete with curtains, falling objects such as stage lights, with other various things falling, including the entire fucking background, but there's also a crowd, a core component of the game to get star power to use special moves. And this crowd can increase or decrease depending on how well you do in the battle. Members of the crowd can also throw things like items or even things that harm you, like hammers or rocks. Those fucking bastards. So with all of that evidence, how would I rate the believability of this theory? Let's give it a 7 out of 10, only because there's really only two examples that I could really think of off the top of my head, and most of the other Mario games really don't have anything to do with the play. Now, I'd like to hear your guys' opinion on this specific theory, so just comment down below and give me your thoughts. The final theory is the entire Mario universe is just a big mushroom trip. Now, bear with me here, because drugs are bad and good. This more adult-themed theory suggests that Mario's entire catalog of adventures was nothing more than an insanely wild drug trip, specifically from shrooms. Because, you know, Mushroom Kingdom, mushrooms for power-ups, you get it. Contrary to the last theory, this one suggests that Mario is actually a normal plumber who lost his girlfriend to some other guy, Bowser, and is taking hallucinogenic mushrooms to ease the pain. Now, this theory goes a little bit farther, stating that instead of jumping and stomping on various enemies and dodging bullet bills, that in the real world, Mario is actually just stomping on innocent animals, killing people, and dodging police bullets. Now, that's something to think about, huh? Now, mushrooms in general being used in Mario as power-ups and a general aesthetic to the entire series would not necessarily give this theory credibility. What really gives it credibility is the fact that most of the mushrooms that you see for power-ups in the background of the games are red with white spots, which strike an uncanny resemblance to the real-world mushroom Amanita muscaria, or fly amanita, which is a relatively poisonous fungus which, when used in non-lethal doses, can cause hallucinations. One of these hallucinogenic effects is known as the Alice in Wonderland effect. Now, this symptom causes the user to experience the world changing in size and having really weird proportions, but it can also make the user feel like their body parts are growing. Think about it. In many of the Mario games, when Mario eats a mushroom, he grows. Now, how does this theory pan out? In my opinion, let's give it a 5 out of 10, due to it being a children's game series, and for the fact that I'm pretty sure Nintendo would not allow this to be canon in their most popular universe. So, this is the part where I ask you guys about the theory. What do you think? Comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Sound like fucking Philip DeFranco right now. Man, that's gonna give a lot of people a lot of things to think about if they never heard of these theories before. Although I'm sure you probably have. But, you know, one of my most popular videos currently is, for some reason, creepy Animal Crossing theories, so I thought, why not jump on the bandwagon and make another theory video about video games? Because I think I've gained about 4 subscribers just from that video in the last, like, week, and let me tell you, like, my sub growth is not very good. So that's actually good for me right now. I broke 150 subscribers not too long ago, and now I'm at 155. And if I look at my analytics, it also shows that's one of my fastest growing videos in terms of views and watch time. So I just decided to make another theory video for my new subscribers here. So if you might want to watch that video, I'll put a card above for you. And that's my time, guys. Remember to like the video, subscribe if you're new here, and comment down below any other video games you might want me to do theories on, or more Mario theories that you might want me to talk about in some detail. And since there are a few new people here, I'm going to say this at the end of this video here. If you want to help support my passion of becoming a full-time YouTuber so I can make more videos like these, you can check out the links below for my merch and my Patreon. And I will see you guys next time.